I'm just like a lot of other people. I didn't ride through that perfectly. I mean, I got through it. I kept all my assets, but it was a wild, difficult ride. So of course, along the way, I'm not a tall guy. I got heavy, right? I gained like 20 pounds, and so by the time I get into hit 40, right? My brothers are. I'm the oldest out of like five, and I have three
Okay.
brothers that are younger than me, and we're all
Yeah.
very athletic. They start body shaming me. So one of
Oh,
them, and they do that with good intention, and it actually worked out well. So my one of my brothers, who's actually one of my brokers that works with me here in the office, he literally starts getting me into the gym with his personal trainer, and then next thing you know, by within 6 months of that, he's got me back into men's physique shape, and I'm competing on stage, not in bodybuilding, but there's a thing called men's physique. Looks like, so it's more of a beach body deal, right?
okay, great.
So as I'm going through that aspect, right about that same time, there's this phenomenon called Ninja Warrior that starts out on the Sci-Fi Network, and then it suddenly emerges here in the United States and as American Ninja Warrior. And right around the time that I was going through this whole men's physique craze, and this was something I wanted to do because as a broker, running multiple businesses and being this A-type personality, I'll work these long hours. So the only way for me to balance it was to kind of go the other extreme of being very athletic. And so of course I'm watching these shows and I'm watching these guys do these awesome things that, and I'm just getting into this. And so as the show progressed, different personal trainers emerged in and around my neighborhood that had been on the show. And
Wow.
so as they built these different gyms, and again, so a little tidbit about the show is the producers of the show will create these obstacles with the intention of making sure that the competitor fails, right? They make it just so that it is close enough to failure where most people will fail. So as these competitors are going through it, they're replicating these obstacles and then they're building them in these warehouses and they're forming these gyms. And so some of those emerge, and because I'm in commercial real estate and I've got clients of that nature, some of them were like, hey, I want to open up this type of a gym. And so
Yeah.
had the experience of setting up individual people's gyms. And so of course one of those types of gyms was these American Ninja Warrior gyms. And by this time I'm really into fitness. I'm going full bore into the business world. And so my personal trainer is like, why don't you go to this local gym that just emerged that's 10 minutes from your house and see if you could get trained. And so sure enough, I go there, and these are the guys I've seen on TV. And one of them, a guy named Alan Connealy, owns the gym, and he's going through this program. I was like 45, 44 at the time. And so he goes through this whole training program on how to move and parkour and getting you ready for the show. And so I under his guidance and a bunch of the other competitors who I'd seen on the show that were training in the same facility, I got onto the show.